I always wondered where salt comes from. So instead of buying it, I went straight to the ocean with an empty water bottle to see if I could make it myself. After all, whenever I'm at the beach and accidentally swallow water, I do wonder why it's so salty. So that must be where salt comes from. But now that I had my plan, I was all in. Once I had an entire 2-liter bottle overflowing with seawater, I took it home and got to work. I got a pot and a thick towel and filtered the water through the towel 5 times until I was sure there was no sand or any particles left in the water. And then I started boiling it, giving it a good mix every 10 minutes. I soon noticed the water start to evaporate slightly, and tiny little white bubbles start to form at the bottom of the pot. So I knew that something was happening. Now, when you heat ocean water, it turns into steam and it starts leaving behind the salt. But since this was my first time ever making my own salt, I wasn't sure exactly how long the process would take and when my salt would start to form. And after 5 hours of the water boiling and it's still looking pretty much the same, I thought for a second that maybe this wasn't going to work. And as disappointed as I was, this was more of a trust the process type of moment, because by hour 6, the water started to evaporate at a really rapid pace until it soon turned into this. And I realized that it finally looked like we had salt. But there was only one problem, because my salt, it was still really wet. And of course, I know that the salt we all know and love is dry and brittle and grinded up so that it can be sprinkled. And when I dragged my finger across the pot, it didn't crumble like regular salt. So this is where I figured that in order to solve this problem, I would either have to take the salt and bake it in the oven at a really low temperature for a bit, or alternatively, place the pot in a really sunny spot outside and wait for it to dry out. And since I wasn't really sure how long it would take to dry out in the sun naturally, I opted into baking it. But this was really exciting because I realized that soon I was going to actually have my own, technically homegrown, home-cooked Breaking Bad style salt. So of course I had to taste it before the next step to see if it even tasted like salt. And to my surprise, let me tell you that it tasted better than salt. And that was the moment where I knew exactly what I needed to do. I got a baking dish ready and started scraping the wet salt into the pot to get it ready to transfer over to the new oven-safe dish. The salt here is still wet because not all of the water has technically evaporated yet, so the crystals haven't been able to fully form. But the good thing is that in this pot, we have really concentrated seawater that should evaporate completely when we bake it, and that'll leave those dry salt crystals behind, the crumbly ones that we all know and love. So I got all my concentrated seawater into the new dish, spread it out into a thin, even layer, because I figured the thinner the layer, the faster it would dry out, did one last round of taste testing to legitimize it all, and then finally popped it in the oven to start baking. I wasn't really sure how long I would have to bake it, so I baked it for 20 minutes at a low heat, and I was surprised because the first time I went to check on it, it seemed like it was crumbly. It looked a lot more like salt now, so I made the executive decision that it was ready. I took it out and I brushed my fingers onto the salt like last time and got some into my hands. But this time, the salt was different. The salt was salting. I tried grabbing more, but this piece, it was quite big and I had to crumble it into smaller pieces. So I took my spatula and scraped the bottom of the baking dish to release all the good stuff. Started crumbling it up and I got it into a new little container. I crumbled it up even more in that little container until I was left with actual salt. And you know what I did with that salt? I went hunting for a peanut field. Picked a huge bag of peanuts, broke each one open, got them in an oven-safe dish until it looked like this, and I roasted those in the oven using my new salt until they looked like this and they tasted divine. And I soon realized that now I'll never have to wonder where salt comes from again. And since it's way easier than I initially thought to make that Breaking Bad style salt from the ocean, I guess I'm never gonna have to buy it again. And neither should you.